For your next oral skills project, I'd like you to record yourself singing an SATB progression. So today I'm going to show you how to quickly do that using GarageBand. So the example I'm going to use is this example, this progression example found in our theory textbook. And as you can see, this is a short progression from 1 to 5, half cadence, and that 5 is being prepared by an Italian augmented 6 chord. Okay, so my goal is to record myself on 4 tracks: soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. And eventually I will have an SATB choir singing all by myself. Alright, so now I'll show you how to do this. So first of all, if you don't already have GarageBand, you want to download it to your computer or your iPad. And we'll just open that application, GarageBand. It's going to ask you what you're going to do. We want to start a new recording project. You can change the name later. I'll just leave it as is for now. Okay, and it's going to ask you what kind of input device you're going to use. I'll just use the built-in microphone on my computer, so I don't need to change anything. Click Create. Okay, so now we're in this recording interface. So it's important for me because I'm going to record multiple voices, so it's important that each of my voice will be moving in the same tempo, so I want to leave the metronome on. So if it's on, it looks like this. It's colored. Okay. And I think 120 is a little fast, so I'm gonna make it a little slower. Right, 80 sounds good for now. And meter, the example I'm going to sing is in 4/4. It's in E minor. It doesn't really matter, but I'll change it. Okay, and for the starting pitch, what I recommend is to download a pitch pipe kind of app. The one I have is called Pocket Pitch, and since that's in E minor, I'll just press E minor on my app. So that's an E, and I'll use this pitchfork here to see if my phone is singing in tune. Okay, it's close enough. So now my turn. E. E. Slightly sharp, but again, close enough. So that's gonna be my tonic today. So now I'm going to start to record the soprano voice. And I'm gonna allow myself 8 counts before I start. So I'll just click on this red button to record. Mi, fa, fi, sol. Alright, so that's my soprano voice. Now I'm going to record the alto voice under that. But I don't want to erase this. I want them to start at the same time. So I'll just move this back to the beginning, and in here, the top options here, I'm gonna click on track, a new track. Okay, so same thing. It's gonna ask you the same question. I'll just say yes, create. Alright, so now as you can see, I'm about to GarageBand is ready for me to record my second track. So I'll do the same. I'm gonna give myself 8 empty counts before I start singing the alto voice. Do, fa, fi, sol. Okay. So my soprano and alto little duet is there. So I'll do the same, repeat the same things that I just did. Go to track, new track, and say create. Alright, so GarageBand is ready for me to record my tenor voice now. So same thing, I click on record. Check again, is that still my E? Close. Alright, so same thing, 8 counts before I start singing the tenor voice. Oh, oopsie, it sounds out of tune, but we'll stop. Alright, so unfortunately, I accidentally recorded myself in the wrong place, so I'll just delete that. Okay. Oh, I deleted the track too, so go back, new track, create, and yes, this is what I forgot to do. I need to move that bar to the beginning so my tenor can start together with the other 2 voices. Let me double check. E, do, tenor starts on so or so. Okay, so now ready to start singing the tenor voice. So, do, si. Let's hear the 3 voices. It's probably bad. Okay, so as you can probably hear, the metronome gets louder and louder because all 3 tracks have the metronome clicks. Yeah, now another track. So click on new track, answer the same way. Alright, so let me check again. Do, do, constantly flat. Do. Oh wow, that's my do. Do. So bass will start there. So I remember to move my bar to the beginning. Now I click on record again. So, re, so. There, so I just finished recording 4 voices by myself. Soprano by me, alto by me, tenor by me, and bass by me. Let's hear my choir. That's it. So that's how you record yourself singing multiple voices using GarageBand. As you can see from these images, it gets louder every time. And that's because when I recorded the alto, I played the soprano. So I was singing a duet with myself, my previous soprano track, now with my alto. And when I recorded the tenor, it's even louder because it's now 3 tracks. And eventually, when I recorded the bass, audio 4, track number 4 is the loudest. So that's something you can do if and that's actually something I want you to do, because when you're recording this, you hear the interaction between the 2 voices. Now you hear the interaction between the 3 voices and eventually 4 voices. But if you want to try something else, this is something you can experiment. You can mute the previous track when you record a new track. So that's something to consider. But just today I won't demonstrate that because you understand how that goes. Okay, now that we learned how to record ourselves, the next thing is to save the file. So what you want to do is to go to the menu bar and find Share. Click on Share, and in the drop down menu, you'll click on Export Song to Disk. And you can click on this, and earlier I already named this file as Italian 6. I'll just leave it as is, and you can decide which folder you want to save it to and the file type. I selected MP3 because that's a file that can be easily played on different on different devices. So at the end, you'll just click on export, and that's it. You're done with recording yourself in GarageBand.